When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The screen. He can go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. As he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Now from inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to look downfield again. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man on the outside.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Still running up the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed. And
he's going for it all. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start start this drive going to the air. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Looking downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun to give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Mississippi State right back to the line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the plate, turning it on, and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll throw on third and short. A strike downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Base 27, John. Base 27, John. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Mississippi State going up tempo. Snap in the shotgun. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here in...
Touchdown, Dogs! Stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snags it over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Handoff from the gun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cameron. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go on top. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here comes the heat. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, is able to knock it down with the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw on third. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's hard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. On the move and looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll pull it down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 12 on to punt it away.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's caught. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Mississippi State going up-tempo. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And as he throws, makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. Fights off a defender. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hart. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback making checks. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He rifles one deep to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Makes the catch. It's Cameron. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Snagged in the middle. It's Cameron. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a...
Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the stomping has commenced. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Flips it out in the flat. On the move at the 30. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on first down. It's caught. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
That is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they...
Makes the catch on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving it.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The trend continues for this line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on fourth down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Takes the easy one to the back.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
And after that completion at this juncture of the game, if I'm the quarterback, where is my best one-on-one matchup? I'm throwing this in the end zone on fourth down to win the game. Where do I have a size advantage? Who can win for me one-on-one?
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Out of out of the gun. The running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. To the air on second down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Going to swing it on second down. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with the...
There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He caught it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to pass their way in. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to a passing game?
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Last chance coming up. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about